And we're live. Hello, hello. Continue comment meeting up with. Hello, hello. Everyone in the chat? No one in the chat? That's okay. Um, I wasn't quite ready for anybody either this morning, but I think we're getting there. Give me a chance to work on an arm here. Oh, there's Sarah. Morning, Sarah. And there's Margie and Marlena. Marlena, did you get your yarn? And Sam. Good morning, Sam. Art Junkie is Shannon, and there's Margie, my sister. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just going to work on an arm while we're waiting for some people to come in. I want to Mishi, my Kleina is here. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Love you, girl. To the moon and back. And Paula. Hello, Paula. I'm sending you the bunny pattern so that you can get your face straight. it's kind of tricky. Not yet. Okay, Marlena. It should come. It'll probably be there tomorrow. And there's my sister Granny D. Suzanne, good morning. And Leslie, good morning. Come in. Sitting with mom-in-law. Rough day today. I'll be listening. You just sit and hug that mother-in-law. You hug her for all she's worth, even if you have to change her face. It's okay. It's okay today. It's okay. Your yarn is in Frankfurt, Germany. Shannon, did you send it there? And there's Kay. Good morning. It is a beautiful morning, isn't it? I'll tell you how beautiful it is. Looked out the window and there were 2 deer just leaving the yard and going into the lot next door, 2 young deer. And right behind them were 2 white chickens. And then the cat came up on the porch and started meowing for breakfast. And after I put his breakfast out and came in the house, 3 black crows showed up on the front porch to eat the cat's breakfast. So it's been a very exciting morning. There's Denisha. Welcome home. She's awake and alert. Bonnie's not here yet. You have to be patient with her. She pops in whenever she can. She's got lots of work to do. How did your yarn from Mishi get to Frankfurt, Germany? Chicago put it in on the plane I want to be on. Are you heading to Germany? There's Jerry, my love. I love it when my boys come home on Sundays. And Carol, welcome in. Now went from you to Chicago to Germany. Ravina, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, I think Jerry's just about got us all now. Don't forget Sam. Oh, you did already. Okay. And Sally's here. Hello, Sally. I'm so glad you came in this morning. Y'all know what to do. Let's see, Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy calls you OGs. All you old guys. You know where the coffee is. You know where the water is. You know where the chairs are. Get your shoes off. You know where the mat is outside. There's Faith Louise. Welcome in. And there's my sister Susie. If that yarn becomes a Somebunny, which it just jumped, if that yarn becomes a Somebunny, what a tale to tell. You betcha. You betcha. And Angela Wright, welcome in, Angela. Hope you have your water with you today and you're working on your giraffe. Good for you. That's going to be pretty, Angela. It's going to have a great story, huh? I was so glad for Granny D. Um, she asked us to pray a while ago because she didn't know whether her uh, insurance would cover the cost of some medication that she needed, and it did. And she was able to get that medication, and she's well enough now to actually go to North Carolina with her family on their annual vacation. And she sent me a text and she said, having a great time with the girls and no bears this year. You all remember last year when they met up with a bear? No bears this year. They haven't seen any. So that's a good thing. That's a good vacation when you don't run into a bear. Well, Sally, just kick your shoes off at the door, come in, put your feet up, and lean back, work on a project or not, sip some coffee, have a cup of tea, just sit, relax, and soak up the love. And there's my Tammy. Tammy, I'm so blessed that you come in to my channel. You light up the door when you come through, sweetheart. But Denisha, if you need orange, you tell me, and I'll send you some. Hello, Tia. Welcome in. I'm so glad you came to the cottage today. Sunday's a hard day for some people to come because um, they're faithful and they get up and they go to church in the morning. And when they come home, they've usually been to church early and their family's hungry. And so when you come through that cottage door and you're smiling and barefoot, it swells my heart. So I am thankful for every one of you, the new ones and those OGs that come through. I am so glad, Dee. I am so thankful. Thank you, God, for everything. And my Sanita, Bonita Yarnita, my beautiful Sanita. That girl looks like she's 18. She doesn't have a wrinkle on her face, no blemishes. Her eyes are absolutely beautiful and just filled with light. Her skin is so smooth and gorgeous. I just love that girl. I'm so glad she's one of mine. I love you, Tammy. My precious yarnery. She here? No way. You are! Be still my heart. you know, Angela and her daughter Shani, they've been on my watch list for a long time. And Shani just started Angela's daughter Shani just started her own channel. She is so stinking cute. And everything is pink, 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 pink. And I just love them both. So I am so honored that you stopped into the cottage this morning. She lives up in, I think, British Columbia. Somebody will tell me. Let me see. I'm going back down again because I had to go up to find her. Making currently making my son a dog. Please pray for him. His name is Danny and he has pancreatic cancer. It's Denisha, your son? Well, he's going on the list right now. And you know what happens when you're in the book. You're covered. Denisha, son, Danny, pancreatic cancer. That is not good stuff to play with. Not good stuff to play with, Denisha. I will be praying for him, without a doubt. Thank you, Angela. I love you too. Nova Scotia. Okay. Is Shani in British Columbia? I thought one of you were in British Columbia with, maybe she's there with Grandma. I don't know. Yeah, so much love today. You know what? That's the only thing required when you come through that door is bring your project and bring your love. Leave your shoes out there and all your problems. I don't want them in here. Susan, Denisha's son, has pancreatic cancer, and she's making him a somebody in the shape of a dog to give to him so he knows somebody loves him. Yeah, you got it. You guys are so helpful. Prayers, prayers, prayers. We all need prayers. They do. And that's why you don't really need a mouth, because most of the stuff that you hear, you shouldn't spread around. You take it into your heart and you give it to the Lord, and you just use your ears all the time. Aisha, welcome, welcome. And Leslie is here. Welcome in, Leslie. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I remember my son, his retina detached, and he had to lay flat for, I don't know, a long time. They did laser surgery on it, and it held, but not enough, and started to re-slip, and so they had to put a gas in his eye to put pressure on the lens to hold it in place. And my heart was, if he lost an eye, he would still be okay. I would not lose my son if he lost an eye. But pancreatic cancer is nothing to deal with. Nothing. You don't win. You don't win. And when you're a mom and you know that, okay. Eileen is here. Eileen is here. Kim, welcome in, Kimmy. I have something special to show you. And I have been waiting until a lot of you came in. I don't know how many thumbs are on, but because they don't show me that on StreamYard. But I've been waiting for a lot of you to come in so I can show you this. You know, I have always said to you, enjoy every day of your life because you don't know if it's going to be the last. When you go outside, look at the clouds. It's not just a kid's game. You can see all kinds of things in the clouds. Yesterday, we had thunderstorms coming up, and those thunderstorms, they come up and they blossom out at the top. And you know what that looked like? And I can't say it on TV. But I said to Elmo without even thinking, oh my gosh, that looks like a huge. I thought we were going to go off the road. Anyway, always look at the clouds because you can find all kinds of animals. You can find wars going on. You can find angels. I think I saw Voldemort yesterday. It was just really a wispy little white cloud in front of a dark one, but oh my goodness. Um, Trish is here. Woohoo! My goodness, this is a great day. And my Sugar's here. Hello, Sugar. You left two thumbs. All right, Tammy. We have opposable thumbs, don't we? Poor dogs. The second thing is make someone smile every day. It doesn't cost a thing to make someone smile. It costs nothing to make someone smile. And it is such a valuable thing to give. For costing you nothing, when it's received, it is a most valuable gift because it makes that person know that they are worth something. If you can't make somebodies and give them, which I know all of you don't have a car full of somebodies to hand out to people who are having a bad day, and that's okay. You can smile, and that's good. And the third thing is never pass up a good chemical reaction. Eat. Morning, Beth. You didn't get the notification? Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know. The only thing I know to do, Beth, is to, when this is over, to unsubscribe from me and then resubscribe. That's the only thing that I know that worked for me. I thought about you, Grandma C, this morning in church. Psalm 46 is a good psalm for you to read. Okay, marking that one down. Psalm 46. I know 45. I don't know if I know 46. Well, you look in the cooler. I'll bet you'll find a Dr. Pepper. Okay, I'm not going to do the arm. I want to show you this. I'm going to go over to the other camera so I can show you this chemical reaction. You didn't miss anything, sweetheart. We're just now doing it. Hey, Dory Doodles. And Nellie's here. Woohoo! And Zoila snuck in there whilst I wasn't looking. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. You make my week. I'll tell you that right now. I can be in the dumps. And I want to thank you all while I'm thinking about it right now because you know my brain. I will forget it later. Thank you so much, all of you, for praying for me this week because I got 4 stories written. And I don't think I could have done it without your prayers. So thank you, each and every one of you who were praying that I would not lose my confidence in my God. I know He was with me. I just wasn't with Him as close as I should have been. I didn't have the confidence in Him that He would indeed write the stories because for all the bragging I've been doing about my great Somebunnies and the stories and how they hit people's hearts. I forgot it was Him that were writing the stories. And I thought maybe he wouldn't give me another story because so much bragging. You know, we shouldn't take too much glory here because whatever we take here, we lose. We lose up there. So, okay, let's go from there. I have here a cup of coffee. I am going to put this creamer in this coffee, but I'm going to do it under the other camera. So let me switch over to the other camera because I have this phenomenon of nature. a phenomenon of nature that I want to show you. Yes, allow the second camera. Okay. Here is the cup. Oh, let's see if we can get this up a bit. We need it up for the cup. Okay, now we're going to try this. We'll see if this works. Okay, I'm going to take this creamer and I'm going to pour it in this cup. And I want you to watch. Wait, let me get back over here so I can see the comments. Okay, are you ready? I want you to watch this phenomenon of nature. I'm going to pour this spoonful into the cup. And you watch. It may not be quite hot enough. Watch right around here. Can you see what's happening? Oh, over here. There's a piece of the iceberg breaking off. Can you see that? There's a piece breaking off. There's a piece breaking off over here on this side. Here's a piece breaking off. Here comes some more off the iceberg. This iceberg is melting into the coffee. It's not as hot as I thought it was, but you can still see the phenomenon of it breaking off and falling in. There goes a whole chunk of it. Oh my goodness. It's disappearing. Disappearing. Gone. Now, if I turn it this way, I don't know if you can see. No, you're not going to be able to see it, but all of the white that was on the top is streaming down the sides and caking up at the bottom. So when I stir it, all that comes back up and makes it a different color. If you use powdered creamer, you need to try it. That's all I'm saying. It's pretty fun. Okay, enough of that. What did you think? Was it worth it? Hey, Sandra. It's fun to watch, I think. You know, maybe not. Maybe it's not your thing, but that's one of the things that I watch because every cup's different. Yes, yes. Big clump of God's love spreading into the darkness. Wow, what a visual. Thank you, Pebbles, for that one. Yeah, I think about icebergs. That's what I thought of. It's sciency. It's a phenomenon of nature, and if you open your eyes, you can see a lot of them around. Okay, I promised you today that we would start with making some clothes for our Somebunnies. But first of all, I want to find out how y'all are doing with your blankets. And I want to thank Carla for finding me a skein of this yarn so that I can continue with this blanket. This is my, I love to, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby yarn, and it's my Somebunnies in the Meadow blanket. And I ran out of yarn and I put out an SOS, and I have really received one skein. Jaxie says she's working on it. Youngster, my Wanster doesn't have any. Drop my hook. He doesn't have any. So I set it aside, and I've started this one. I got hooks all over the place this morning. And this one is Premier. I love Premier yarn. It is so soft. And this is the, and I think I showed you last time. This is the Premier Anti-Pilling DK Batik. And it is a really, really pretty colors, yellows and cream and two colors of green. And it is called Lucky Duck. And I have 3 of these, so I am not going to run out of yarn for this blanket. And I just think it's so pretty. So pretty. And it goes so quickly. Because, you know, it's just double crochets and windows. And does anybody having problems with these? And does everybody have their patterns? Margie, if you don't have it yet, it's either in the mail or it goes out tomorrow. Seems like I sent something else to you, so it might go out tomorrow. But if you don't have your pattern yet, Gmail me and I will double check on it because I'll forget. Tammy, you haven't gotten your pattern? Didn't I stick? I didn't stick it in. Okay. Well, I don't want to write it down because if I write it down, I get confused. Gmail me and Dory, you got yours. Okay. That's the trouble getting older. It's hard to remember. Okay, but I did promise you this. Now I just made her up last night. So she doesn't have arms yet, and she doesn't have any feet, and she doesn't have any ears, but there's a little bit of brown in here. So I made this one up. This one is staying with me. So I am starting on the bodice for her sundress. It's called Pebbles. You can send it to whoever you want. I'm making it free for everybody. Kim, it's called Pale Aqua Gradient. Pale Aqua Gradient. All right, what did my Bonita Sanita Yarnita say? Don't forget, friends, the deadline for Miss C's July makes are due by Friday the 26th. That's right. If you have made a Somebunny or somebody or your blanket during the month of July, get those pictures to Sanita by the 26th of this month. So you've got one more week. You've got one more week until next Friday to get them in. And then she will put them on your name on the wheel and spin, and then whoever wins that gets one of Miss C's cottage cups. You may send the pattern out to any. I don't have I they're free. You send them to anybody you want. The more people I have making Somebunnies, the happier I am. because I can only reach a few. My pond is small. But if everyone in my pond goes home to their own pond, look at all the people in that pond. And if they share with the people in that pond when they go home to their ponds, we can cover the whole world with some bunnies, and people will know that somebody loves them. Woohoo! That's what I want. All right, let me catch up again. Um, Margie, we're talking about. Well, I just told you we're talking about anything that you make, bunnies, buddies, the blanket. Then send the picture to Sanita, and she will put it in the giveaway. No, no, no. It has to be made during the month of July. No sneaking in some old ones. Sorry. Oh, Faith Louise, that would be so wonderful, wouldn't it? So wonderful. No, you can't send her your pickle. Well, you can send a picture of her pickle to her, but that doesn't count on my wheel. Only some bunnies, or the somebody tracks in the meadow. Somebody in the meadow. KK! Oh, good. I love that sense of humor. Your best friend lives in Vietnam. Well, then by all means. There's Susan Burke. How are you doing? Susan, you made it in just in time. We are getting ready to make this little bodice for a dress for our sun bunnies, because I promised you that I would start making clothes. So I probably should have put in my community tab. And this has a little bit of brown flecks in it in different places. You can see one over here, maybe. I don't know if you can see that brown fleck, and there's one up there on the front. Anyway, let me take it off her and put it on the other one, and you'll see how cute it really looks. This, by the way, goes to, maybe I shouldn't tell, this teal one goes to, I think I took it off my, I did. I put it in here. It's already finished. Oh my. I don't know why you guys put up with me, but I'm so thankful that you do. Maybe I didn't. So, oh, here it is right here. Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia, are you in the chat today? My dear Cynthia Bailey, love. This is Cynthia Bailey's bunny. So we are going to put this dress on the bunny. And these are armholes. So we're going to put the arm through there and the other arm through here. And we're going to pull it up. And we're going to fasten it in the back with pretty little buttons. And this becomes the bodice for our dress. And we're going to do this bodice today. And then next week we'll do the skirt on the bodice to make it into a dress. Okay? I am not going to put sleeves on it. If you wanted to do 2 single crochets or 2 half double crochets in each stitch around to make a little ruffly sleeve, go for it. But I'm not. I have chosen not to. Cynthia Bailey, here she is. Okay, this is what we're doing today. So you need to get out some DK yarn, cut off with a chat. Oh no, Ruth. Welcome in, Ruth, by the way. And there's my friend Paula Mulford. I do too. This, by the way, is a tail by tank. That's why this is on there. It's a tail by tank. So you can thank my sister Susie for that one. All right. Not that one. Yeah, this is it. I wrote it down last night. I did this up last night and wrote it down. So here we go. We're going to get a number 3 yarn. And I'm just going to pick I don't know. Let me see what I've got here. In a number 3. Like I don't have any number 3s. Right. Actually, that's a 1. Well, I don't want to use that. Okay, let's use this one. Well, I don't know. Decisions. Okay, here's a baby bee, Sweet Delight. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. Okay, this is a premiere. Oh gosh, I got to get started on this. This is a baby bee, Sweet Delight. And you need a probably a 3.75 hook or a 3.5. Oh, of course, I'm going to get a yarn bar. All right. Yarn barf. Don't you love them? Now, I think Dawn P is the one, or it could be Sharon Loves Purple. I get those twins mixed up. One of them, I think it's Sharon. Sharon Loves Purple. She loves to undo yarn barf. So if you have any yarn barf, just send it to her and she'll undo it for you. Len, the Luminator, welcome in. Thank you, Ruth. I heard it come in, so I will get that out to you. Thank you. And Mateo's here. Who else snuck in whilst I wasn't looking? Okay, you catch the replay, and in the meantime, I will now. If you sent me your address, I will mail it to you. If you don't send me your address, I will attach it to a returning Gmail. That's if you guys have a printer. It's Dawn P that loves the yarn barfs. Oh, Christy's also good at untangling yarn barfs. Of course. I love my yarn barf too. She's my sister Susie. All right, here we go. We're going to do a, I have a 3.5, which I'm going to use. And are you guys ready? You got all your stuff? A number 3 DK weight yarn and a 3.5 or an E hook. All right, we're going to chain. And I'm 77 and I've been crocheting for 60 plus years. And I learned how to make a chain. And it is so simple. You hold it between your thumb and your finger. And when you make your chain, then you find that flat spot and you hold with your thumb and finger. I don't know how to do this. You make another chain and you move your thumb and finger up so that your chain is at the front and your working yarn is at the back. And each chain that you do, you move your finger up on that chain that you just made. And that keeps that flat and not twisting and turning. And if you take your time and you do each one, because you could whip off 60 chains in, 60 seconds, I'm sure less. But if you take your time and do it this way, there's Bonnie. Bonnie Denisha was looking for you earlier. I'm so glad you stopped in. So glad you got here. We are just starting, which you could care less about. We are just starting the bodice for the dress on our Somebunny. So I want you to get your 3.5 millimeter hook and some DK weight yarn and chain 36. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to turn on the other camera again so that you'll be able to see what I mean when I say slow and easy wins the race. My husband Tom, every time I'd come home from work, he'd make me a cup of tea and he'd stir my creamer in and I'd hear, and I'd know my tea was ready. I don't know why he chose to hit it 3 times, but I knew then. And I miss that. I do. I miss that. I don't tell Elmo that because he doesn't make my tea, but I do miss that. Okay, I'm switching over to the other camera. Okay, so you can see. Okay, and this I found the other day, and is this exciting? This is full of hooks. And I don't know what kind of hooks these are or who made them. I don't think they're the dots. I don't think they're the the toothpaste ones. I don't know whose they are, but I was excited to find them. Okay, let's see. I am going to move this and see if I can get this to turn around this way. I should have done this beforehand and I didn't. So let's see what happens here. Nope, you can see my lap. That's not good. I really don't want you to see my lap. Okay, which one is? Nope, none of those. Oh, if any of you have received these in your packets, in your yarn, in your baskets or your boxes or whatever's come, it's because I want you to try them out and see how you like them. I think I told you last week I like them because my thumb goes right there and there's no knot on the end of it. like there is on the tulips. These are one of my favorite hooks, these tulips. But can you see where this blips out right here? And when I put my thumb here, guess what? This knob is right there. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. This knob is right there. See that knob? And after a while, my thumb gets an indentation. And I love this hook, but I like this one better because it's flat with no knob. And it fits my hand, and there's nothing sticking out to get stuck in a blanket when I'm crocheting. And this is short, and I like a shorter length on it, a shaft on the hook. And these are a boy type hook, which are my favorites. I know my sister Tammy loves, or my daughter Tammy loves Susan Bates hooks with a deeper throat and more point. So I sent her some of those that I had. I can't use them. There's no sense in me keeping them. So she said she liked them. I sent them. Okay, there's another hook. We need a 3.5. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to put in 36 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And as long as you are holding it with your thumb and your finger, this is going to be nice and flat and not all wound up and easy to work with. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. All right, now we're going to turn this flat over so that you can see the bumps on the back. I like to work on the bumps on the back because when I do that, then I'm using this, and this is my finished edge. And for me, it comes out nice. So I'm going to go back into the fourth chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to yarn over. I think it's the third chain. And yarn over and do a double crochet in that. All right, I've already forgotten. I'm thinking it was the fourth one, so that you'd have a chain 1, 2, 3. But I've got a 1, 2, 3 here, so let's go with that. We'll see what happens. Okay. And then we're going to double crochet in the back loop, in that back bump of each of the next 3 stitches. And if you can probably zoom stitch faster than I am, but it's not going to be as nice and as even. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we did our chain 3 and our first double crochet, and we've double crocheted in the next 3. Now in this next stitch, we're going to do a V stitch, which is a double crochet. And if you hold this again with your finger and your thumb, you can get a nice even stitch. A chain 1 and another double crochet in that same stitch. And that is your V stitch with a single crochet in between the 2 doubles. Now we're going to go right into the next one with a double crochet, and we're going to double crochet in the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, who came in and said hello? Crystal. And there's Don Lavelle. And Crystal who? Oh. Don Lavelle. Yeah, you know what, Sunita, I did not have time last night. I was up until 11 o'clock, and I wasn't going to give you this pattern at 11 o'clock, so I do apologize for that. Melanie J. Okay, we are, I hope you can see this okay. All right, so we've done so far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our V stitch, and then we have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're going to put in another V stitch in the next back bump, which is a double crochet. A chain 1 and a double crochet all in that same back bump. And this, from this V stitch to this V stitch, is the part that will go over the shoulder. So now we're going to do the section across the front of the dress. We're going to do 5 double crochets in the next 5 back bumps. 1, 2. Okay, if you hold this stitch right here and complete your double crochet, you're not going to have this stretching way out. Okay, and you because you can lose the next one if you're not careful. So these 2 fingers are really important to me. All right, what do we have? A V-stitch and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do another V-stitch because we're going to start where the front of the bodice turns and goes around and over the shoulder. So we're going to do a V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then that next stitch. And then we're going to do just like we did on this side with 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now the next thing we're going to do is another V-stitch. So we'll do a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. Oh, I don't like that one. Did you see that? I didn't get the whole stitch. Let's get the whole thing this time. There we go. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet, all in the same back loop. And then we should have 4 left. 1, 2. I have 4 left. If you have 5 left, it's okay. This is the back of the dress and it's an overlap and we only need 5. Okay, so here we are. Here's the front of the dress. This goes over the sleeve. This is the back, the front, the sleeve, and the back, where it overlaps in the back. And that's the bodice, the neckline of your dress. Pretty cool, huh? You have 4 left? Okay, Suzanne. Gin and tonic table to the left. Bonnie, this is hard enough without gin and tonics. Although if you got a little lime, that might be tasty. Okay, we are going to chain 1. Turn your work like a book page. Yarn over, pull your loop up a bit, yarn over, and go right back into that first stitch with a double crochet. And we are going to double crochet in each stitch until the V-stitch. And there's your V-stitch. And we're going to double crochet right into that first double crochet of your V-stitch on the last row. Okay, and now we're at the chain 1 space. And I have banana nut bread underneath my fingernails. All right, now we're going to V-stitch in this V-stitch. So yarn over, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in that V-stitch. Now, you don't have to, but I like to put a stitch marker in to tell me, because if you're doing a bigger garment, like if you're making one for yourself, you're going to put in chain 2 here so that you've got more area to turn. But on a Somebunny, we don't need to turn a big area to turn. So I'm going to put stitch marker in that chain 1 in my V-stitch, so I'll remember it and I won't lose it coming through. All right, now we're going to put a single crochet in the next stitch, which is the other part of our V-stitch from the row before. And we're going to do all the way double crochets all the way across to the next V-stitch. I think this is going to be pretty on my little brown bunny. It's got a little bit of brown, a little bit of peach in it, some cream. Okay, here we are at the V-stitch. I'm going to put it in that last or the first double crochet of the V-stitch. Then we're going to go into that chain 1 space, yarn over, go into that chain 1 space and make another V-stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And again, I'm going to put a stitch marker in that single crochet there. And then we're going to double crochet along to the next chain stitch. I was going to teach you how to do the shoe today. And I did make a shoe. And it looked like something other than what I wanted to show you. So I thought, well, better get busy and do something else then. So I was up till 11 o'clock getting this done. Okay, so we're all the way across those 5 stitches in the front. We should have 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do you know? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we had 5. And then we did our single, our V stitches. So that made it 7. So now we should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going into this chain 1 space with 9 into single crochet and the other double crochet of our V-stitch. So I'm going to put a stitch marker in there. And we're going to go right on with our double crochets until we get to the last turn. And this is a part that goes over the shoulder. Sunita, if somebody's telling me something, Brandon! Oh, Brandon, I have to tell you, I love you more this week than I did last week. You don't have to run at all. You don't have to run at all, sweetheart. Shoe for your somebody. Zoila, I don't know if it's up here. I had some extra Abby Cadabby yarn. And so I decided I would make a shoe out of the Abby Cadabby yarn. I think it's gonna be okay. This is the shoe. And this is the strap that comes across. And I put a button on it. Oh, you can't see it because my hand's in the way. But that's the shoe. Well, I'm putting this back up so you can see better. This is ridiculous. You get a wider range here. This is the shoe. And this will come across and with a little button here. And I think her foot will go in there just fine. Let's see if we can get a foot in here. This one's got pretty big feet. My little brown girl is not going to have big feet, but you know, you know how shoes are to put on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we are. Okay, let's get her shoe on straight. Okay, and then this strap comes around and buttons right here, and that will be her shoe. What do you think, guys? I'm going to work on this shoe, okay? I'm going to work on the shoe until I can get it to look a little more like a shoe. Okay. Okay, we're double crocheting down. Sorry about that, Sujan. Till we get to the next chain. Now, you see what happened here? It skipped. It split. So I am going to go back and pick it up if I can. Nope. Nope. I am going to take it out and do it right. And I notice if you hold it here and you pull just a little bit, the yarn doesn't split. If you put just a little tension on the yarn, it doesn't split as much as if you loosen it up and then those fibers get loose and they get splitty. So if you keep it a little taut, it doesn't get as splitty. All right, we've got 2 more until we get to the V-stitch. All right, and here's our single crochet. See how hard that is to see in there? If you don't have it open, you can miss it. But that's that single crochet we're looking for. So we're going to go in here with a double crochet, a chain one, and another double crochet in that same chain one space. And I'm going to put in my last stitch marker. And we're going to finish off. We should have 5 on this end. We may have 6 because of the V-stitch on the other one. Four, 5. Let's see what we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our V-stitch. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got to go in the top of this chain 3, the 1, 2, 3. You've got to go in the top chain. The top chain. Well, we've got to go in this top chain of that chain 3, which I don't like doing chains, but that's what they tell you to do. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. I've got to get some more yarn out. And then we go back the other way. So we're going to pull up a loop, yarn over, and single crochet right back in that top of that chain 3, that where we made that last double crochet. This fills in the spot a whole lot easier than this stuff does. I don't like this. I much prefer to pull up a loop, yarn over, and do a double crochet right in that first top of the double crochet. Okay, we're going to go back across, and this is pretty simple now. We're going to go back across. You see where this kind of cream is turning to a fawn or a tan? Okay, and here we're back at our chain 1 space. And we're going to do a V-stitch in that chain 1 space. First, I'm going to pick up all my yarn that has splitted. Okay, and make sure that this front is your working part. Okay, we're going to do a V-stitch, double crochet, a chain 1 and a double crochet. I'm going to leave this here because I know that this is now the spot that it's going to be. I'm going to double crochet all the way across the sleeve, up over the shoulder. That's about the middle. Okay, I need to be right over that. That might help me. You do, Bonnie? I like them. I like stitch markers. They keep me centered. I don't have to know everything. but I don't like not knowing. And if I don't know where something is supposed to be, um, I use lots of stitch markers. It does help. Surely you did. I am not tried. I have not tried Tunisian. Wow. And I love Michael so much. He and Panda are just, they usually pop in on Sundays. I love it when my boys come home. Jerry was here already this morning. And I love it when my boys come home on Sundays. I haven't seen Michael. He may be in here and I've just missed him. There's Joan Roten. Hello, Joan. Welcome to the cottage. Probably by now you've been here long enough to kick your feet up and get some rest, or working on a project of making a bodice for our Somebunnies. And I'm here at the V-stitch, so double crochet, chain one, double crochet. Now I'm going to go across the front. This yarn is really nice yarn to work with, and probably I should have gone down to a 2 for a Somebunny, but this is what I usually make for baby dresses because it's such a nice squishy yarn. And they've got such pretty colors, and it's I'm pretty sure it's anti-pilling. Nope. This is Sweet Delights Prince, and this one's called Teddy Bear Cuddles. That's really pretty. And the light's not there. You got some color. The light's really not doing it any justice. I'll tell you that right now. I had a friend who used to say that all the time, and I'll tell you that right now. And after a while, you get so tired of hearing that. But I think anything that people repeat can be tiresome after a bit. And if you listen to podcasters, we all have something that we repeat often, and probably should be a game. Who says whoopsie all the time? Who says, I can't think of any of them now, but all the things, you know who says all the things. Okay, there's the turning point for that one, the V stitch. Now we're going to go down over the other shoulder. Sarah Satch always says this or that or both. And she laughs. I like her. She's so fun. When I decided to start my channel, I went to the channels that I liked the most, that drew me back week after week, to try to find out exactly what it was that kept drawing me back. And those are the things that I pulled from their channels. With some of them, I requested permission to take and tweak to put in Miss C's cottage, because I want this to be a place where you can't wait to get back to it, to kick up your feet and relax and work on a project or not. I don't care if you come in here, grab a bottle of water, and just sit and chat and drink water all day. I don't care. I love you being here. You brighten my day when you come through that door. I love to see your faces and your smiles, and I love it when you bring your love. And if you do have problems, fears, worries, deep, dark secrets, I ask you to leave those at the door. And then, about the last 10 minutes, if there's something that we need to pray about for you, that's when I ask you to tell us what you've left at the door. I don't want you to bring it in. I want you to Tell us what you've left at the door so that we can pray for you and you can get rid of it. Okay, now here's this last tricky one again, and you might have to turn your work just a little bit so that you see that stitch. You're going to go in and pick up both loops of that stitch and make your last double crochet. We're going to chain one and turn. And I think you can begin to see now how this is working out with the front of the bodice. This is the shoulders. And this is the back. And this is one of my gray hairs. Okay. Now this next row is the last row we're going to do today. This will be the last row of the bodice. This is 2, 3, 4. We're counting this, your chain, as 1. No, we're not. We're not. Wait, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we need to do another one? I don't know. Let me put this on her and see what's happening here. We're going to put this on. You may need to do another row. On this one, I won't, because this will overlap and be just fine on her. You may need to do, see, this comes down to her tummy. This bodice will come down to her tummy, so I'm not going to put a 4th row on. You can put a 4th row on, and the 4th row, I know Suzanne is doing this. I don't know who else is working with us right now. But the 4th row is chain 1 and turn, and you'll double crochet all the way over. You'll put a V-stitch in the V-stitch. You'll double crochet in each double crochet across. You'll put a V-stitch in your V-stitch. You'll double crochet across each double crochet on the front of your bodice. You'll put a V-stitch in the V-stitch. You'll double crochet in each stitch across the other sleeve, and a V-stitch in the V-stitch. And then you'll put a double crochet in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll put it in the next 9. Okay. And when you've got that done, oops, I want to put this pulley one in the front. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to put a double crochet in each double crochet to the V-stitch. Let me pull some more yarn out here. I knew there was another yarn barf coming. I love my sister Susie. Some yarn barfs are real easy to deal with. Others, not so much. This one looks pretty easy. Okay. We're going to double crochet across to the first V-stitch. And we're going to double crochet in that first double crochet of the V-stitch of the last row. We're not going to put a V-stitch in here. We are not going to put a V-stitch here. Oh, this is row 4, isn't it? Yeah, we're right. I lied to you. I apologize. This is row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 4. You're going to double crochet to the V-stitch, and then you're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to skip over the sleeve, over the shoulder area to the next V-stitch. We're going from this V-stitch to this V-stitch. And we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and double crochet. Double crochet in each double crochet across the front. I should be counting these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to yarn over and hold that. And we're going to skip over this shoulder to here and go in, pull up a loop, and do a double crochet in the last back section of our dress. And here we are at that last stitch. Remember, you have to turn that and make sure that you get both loops on that stitch. Okay, chain 1. And we have just enough time to finish this before we do our blessing. Count your blessing. All right. And when we finish this, this is where we're going to stop. So we've done well today. Yarn over, go right back into that first stitch, and we're just going to double crochet all the way across in every stitch. in every stitch. So I'm going to pick up the back loop and crochet, double crochet in every stitch of those 8 chains. Now, if you go really fast on those 8 chains, it's going to be tight and you're going to have a tough time getting through. But if you've done it slow and steady and you've held it with your thumb and finger, you should not have any trouble at all getting your hook head through those chains. You might have trouble with yarn barf, but you won't have any trouble with the chains. Your hooks should slide right through there. You go too fast, you tend to make them too tight. All right, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How'd we get 9? Oh, this is a stitch. This is our double crochet. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to double crochet into the next double crochet and the next across the front. And I have been missing the whole chat here. Oh, Bonnie, no. Yeah, it's like it is on the banner on there. It's Miss C's Cottage, all together without the apostrophe, at Gmail. So it stuff happens. Stuff happens. Okay, we're across the front and I am to the second set of chains. And my yarn has changed colors. How fun is that? I like this yarn. I really do like this yarn. Not liking how it's curling up on me here. Ta-da! Love it when it does that. Don't you? Okay, here we go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're going to do the last of the back. And don't forget to turn that until you get that last stitch, both loops of that last stitch. Okay, I'm going to put a stitch marker in here just to hold that so it doesn't, all my work doesn't come undone. And this, and you can see this is along the front, where here we've got the back. This is the front. So let's just slip our, well, our baby doll doesn't have arms, does she? Okay, going back to the other camera group. I'm switching back. Give me just a minute to switch back to the other camera. Hello, Sanita. I love that girl. Okay, we're switching back to the big camera. And this, whoops, I got it upside down. No wonder it was too big. Okay, here is the dress on my bunny. Overlap in the back, room for her arms, room for her arms, her neck. This comes down to her belly. And next week we'll put the skirt on this dress and the buttons. And you can finish this off, like I said, if you want to go across here and do 2 single crochets or make a picot or half double crochets, 2 half double crochets in each one around, make a little frilly ruffle over her shoulder, feel free to do that. But there we go. And that is the bodice. I will post these on my community page for 1 week. I will post the bodice. And then I won't post it anymore because if you really want one, you will write it down. And I don't want to have to go through writing it down, and I am not going to print it out and send it. I don't mind doing some bunnies because some bunnies are they're like Amish dolls. They're so simple to make, and they have no mouth. They can't speak. They have eyes to see everything, and they have ears to hear everything. But they are simply love. They are simply love. So I'm not making patterns for clothes. If you want patterns for clothes, you can go to the Loopy Lamb. The Loopy Lamb has some wonderful things. You may have to, she did an Advent doll a couple years ago, and it was, I think, 21 days. And she did each, I don't know, each week, maybe she started 21 weeks ahead, but I don't remember now. I've slept and walked through a doorway between here and there. And, but she made a doll, and then she made clothes for the doll. She made a nightie, she made a bathing suit, she made pants and shorts and t-shirts and dresses. And you crocheters, probably can take her patterns for her baby doll and tweak them like I do. And, crocheting is all about math. It's a math thing. And so all you have to do is measure and increase your stitches so that when you put that skirt on, it actually goes all the way around your bunny's waist. And each bunny's going to be different. So you're only going to put clothes on special ones, and you want them to come out right, you'll have to measure. Is that it, Zoila? I thought that would probably be the easiest one. I was just going to do a circle. Like Christy made this dress. Christy made a dress like this. And you just start out with your chain and then double crochets and turn and double, you increase and increase and increase and increase. And it comes out this yoke, a round yoke. And And I was going to do that. And then I thought, no, I don't want a round yoke on my bunny. I want, I want it more square. So yes, Anita, you got to do the math. That's right. That's right, Margie. We're all different sizes. So you got to measure. But this is the little dress, and I think it's just so stinking cute. Little buttons down the back, and it's all open, so it's you do it back to front. There's no circular on this one. But when we next week when we start this dress for our bunny, we are going to. I'm pretty sure we're going to attach it and then work in the round. It's just easier for me to work in the round, um, but I took the idea over the shoulder and then under the arm for the dress from Christy. She's got a lot of really cute baby stuff. But like I say, if you go over to the Loopy Lamb, she's got lots and lots and lots of things for dresses and clothes for baby dolls. Okay, it is now uh, 2, quarter till 2. I've used up all my teaching time, and now it is time for count your blessing. Like aprons, yeah. With this round, Mimi says, Miss C, I've been blessed beyond blessings this week through Happy Mail, so I will refrain today. Good luck, everyone. No, Mimi, no. No, everybody has an equal chance. It's not up to me. Um, Bonnie, you got your blessings today? Oh, because you saw me. I love you, Bonnie. I love you so much. Jacqueline, hello, hello. I didn't see you sneak in here. See you Wednesday, Nellie. Steve! I love that, Steve. I have to show you what I bought for you, Steve. I bought it for me because things in the cottage are black and white and lime green. So I bought this little trash can, and all the scraps that are on the floor, I pick them up and put them in here just in case you win anything, because you always ask for the scraps off the floor. So I'm just saving them. I'm just saving them. I'm just saving them. Okay. Michelle M. No, I did not see you sneak in. Did I mail yours off yet, or is it still out there in the bag? You're welcome, my love. You are most welcome. And Denise Lee is here. Hello. And Demi is here. Ooh, I hate dishes. It is my worst. Okay, now's the time, guys. We're gonna let Sunita is she's in there patiently waiting for me to shut my gob and wait for her to give us a word. When she gives us the word, there's Gloria. Lime green. Okay, when Sunita gives us the word, type the word with the weight and the color of yarn you would like to win. Okay? The word for today is share. It's one of the things that I love to do with you guys is to share. All right, on your mark. The word share, the weight of yarn, and your color. On your mark, it's set, go. Share green DK. Okay. No, I didn't get to meet up with Froggy. I was so bummed. So bummed. Oh, look at these wonderful colors coming in. Please share a purple 3-weight. Please share a 3-weight autumn colors. Please share a 4-weight any color. Please share a 3-weight. You forgot to put in share, Sister Susie. Share anything from the floor, please. Or anything Miss C doesn't want anymore. See what I mean? That's why I've got this new bucket for Steve, just in case. And Zach says, share any color 4. Share green DK. Share a blue 4-weight. And Zoila says, share Steve. No, you don't get him. He's mine. Okay, we're slowing down. Hurry up and get your color in because I'm about to cut it off. Okay, that's it. Yes, I do, Bonnie. Who won? Who won? Denise Lee! You are of Pick Your Blessing. And you wanted a blessing of a DK weight purple. All right, a DK weight purple. Okay, are we back? Are we back? Okay. Still muted? Music now. Oh, back. Okay. This is Premier Yarn, Premier Basic, the Basic DK. It has 306 yards. 306 yards. It is 100% acrylic. It's tested and approved against 350 harmful substances. And they give you patterns if you go to premieryarns.com. Make it Premier. And this color is Orchid. So you can choose this Orchid. Or I have Premier Basic DK number 3 lightweight, 100% acrylic, tested and approved against 350 harmful substances in the color Thistle. Thistle's yeah, you're not getting a good color there. That's probably better. Or, now this one I will apologize for because it looks like I went to make something out of it, changed my mind, and rolled it up and stuffed it back in. But this is well, I apologize. I can't even tell you what it is, but I will tell you it's got purple in it. It's kind of a rainbowy one. There's purple and blue and green and teal and purple and pink and more purple on the outside. This is just my ball band, which I will take off and give you the yarn. You don't get my ball band. Let's see who made this. Midwest Stitches made this. This is the cutest little thing. Midwest Stitches. And what it is t-shirt yarn. And it stretches. And you put your yarn in here. You stretch it out. You stuff your cake of yarn in here. And as the yarn gets smaller, as you pull it out, this gets smaller. So you don't get yarn parf. Great idea. Midwest Stitches. Thank you, Tammy, for putting that. Draco, Lion Brand Mandala. It may be one of those because I did get a bunch of those. They had fairyland names, dragon and I don't know what all, but all right, my dear. Which one would you like? Whoop. The last one, this one, with the purple. Okay, number 3. This is what you get then. All right, I will mail that off to you, Denise Lee. Denise Lee. Denise, do I have your address, sweetheart? Well, obviously Lee is not your last name. Oh, yes, it is. In Virginia, right? You live in Virginia, my love? Okay, Denise, I will get this off to you. Do you want it to match? What? Bonnie says, Miss C, question. If someone makes you something, do you like it to match your craft room in green and white or in your favorite color? Oh, I don't know that I can answer that. If it's meant to stay in the craft room, I showed you before. A lot of all my baskets up there are green and white and black, my work baskets. There's a lot of lime green in here. It's an accent color. So I don't know. That's a tough one. I will show you something. Well, you can see my my lime green pot and my plant. That's an accent green. And I won a prize from Mama G once. I won one of her auctions or something. I won a painting, And she said, "What are your colors?" And I said, "Black and white and lime green." And so she painted this for me, black and white and lime green. So I don't think I would give two hoots about what color it is. It could be blue, it could be teal, it could be purple. I like jewel tone colors. It's just when I started doing this, the walls were all white. The shelving is all white. I needed to get other colors in here, so I brought in black boxes to work with, and I accented the black and white with lime green because I had lime green boxes. So it really doesn't matter. What matters to me is the love that's involved in the thought of the gift. Made out of paper. Oh, a paper crafter. Yes. Oh, you and Pam. Pam does paper crafting, and so does Margie. I think Margie does, doesn't she? Oh, Nellie, you're late. We did that. Did you get to meet up with Froggy and the others? No, Susan. I couldn't get Elmo to drive me down there. There I what I understand, there was a big place and everybody went to that big place and stayed. And he didn't fully understand that. And so it was the cost of driving me down, the cost of finding a place to stay, having to stay overnight, yada, yada, yada. So I said, you know what? It's not worth it. And next time I'll drive myself down. But I did not. And I missed out on Maureen. I missed out on a lot of people. I don't know where Pamsky is today. Bonnie, I'm going to have to get over there. I have to confess, I've never been to your channel. And I'm probably not subscribed. Oh, 2 o'clock. I got to go, guys. Okay, anybody need prayer? Oh, the time goes so fast with you loves. I'm telling you. Pam has a guest. Oh, yeah, the Mr. Pamsky's father is staying with them for a while, I think. Okie dokie Sanita. Oh, is you leaving, sweet pea? I love you. Thanks for your help today. Please pray for Cynthia Bailey. Okay. Amber, Michelle's daughter. All right, Bonnie, I'm going to click off of here and go over there. Angela, thanks for stopping into the cottage. Don't forget to pick up your shoes on the way out, but leave your problems, okay? Oh, okay. Denise Lee, pray for me, she says. Denise, is it something we can pray specific, or is it an unspoken? We do both. And Suzanne says a tooth and a foot. You got hoof and mouth disease? No, I apologize for that, because if I remember right, Suzanne, your son lost half of his, or he is having surgery and will lose half of his foot. Sunita's walking the dogs and you're in charge. Good, Bonnie, you keep us straight. Bonnie has this special ruler, and if you don't look at it, it's got a behave on it. Behave. And if you don't behave, guess what? Right across the knuckles, Bonnie will get you. So, you want to come for the ice cream? Okay, I'll let you sit in the front seat. I'll sit in the back. He loves driving Miss Daisy. Oh, Dory, I love you. You'll have to call me this week sometime. Praying for Gloria. And Gloria, I missed what you asked us to pray for because I was. Leslie, you got a new job? Both feet. Oh, Denise. Uh-oh. Shirley Bain. Pull the stomach muscle. I love you guys so much. I don't know. 2 o'clock used to be carry the yarny elephant, but I don't know. Oh, general prayer for Miss Gloria. Okay, yeah, it is always needed. Oh, Bonnie needs prayer. She needs more time. You're welcome, Tracy. Thanks for stopping in. If you get a chance, come back on Wednesday. I'll have some raspberry tea. All right, y'all. May God bless you and keep you. May He hold you in the palm of His hand. And may He give you a special blessing this week and the eyes to see it. Let me know on Wednesday. I love you all, and I will see you Wednesday. You have a good week. And don't forget, somebody loves you. Somebody loves you.